Hello everyone. I was just going to give a quick video of using Schematica in Vox Populi. If you haven't used the mod before, this might be a good tip for you. Um, this is provided you've already installed the mod. If you haven't installed the mod, you will need Forge mod loader, and you will need the mod itself, Schematica, and there's one more additional mod you'll need, which is called Lantris Core, or Luntris, I'm not sure how you say it, but the link will be provided in the description of the video. Once you have all that set up, you can run the mod, and then boot up Forge like you normally would, and join the server. Now, there's a few tricks to using this app. It's not too bad, pretty quick, pretty easy, and hopefully we'll get through this pretty quick. First thing you're going to have to do is get used to the keys. To load a schematic, you'll need to use your slash key on your number pad. To move a schematic, you'll use the minus key on your number pad. And this is, the asterisk key is basically for creating new schematics and saving them. So any home or anything like that you've built on the server and you want to save it, well, you can do that with this tool, and I might go into that later. So for now, let's load up a schematic. Alright, whenever you do this, it's always going to just be a little bit of a mess right off the bat. Of course, it helps if you're in first person. When you see the box, it's always going to have different points, which are basically the values in which it loads in. Essentially, I was standing here, so Schematica is going to load it based on that point of where I was standing. So you're always going to have to move them around, adjust them. So you'll hit your minus key on your number pad, and you will pull whatever it is you're working on to where you'd like to set it up. Of course, you can hit the escape key to come out of the menu, so you can get a better view, move around. Of course, Schematica can be no fun if you're on a potato or a toaster for a computer, so be ready to have some lag here and there if you're on a weaker computer like I run. You know, it's not the best thing, but it's not totally bad. Now, with us losing World Edit, Zombie has allowed us to use this mod, of course, to place blocks and build things. So, essentially it's a good replacement for now. But, of course, you know, anything is with responsibility. And this mod has a very powerful function called printer, which essentially not only does it load the schematic and essentially tells you where you can place blocks, but it'll also place them for you. Now normally, under normal conditions, this would be a no-no. You know, it's not something you would do, and it could result in a warning or a ban. But until Zombie figures out what he wants to do with, you know, the MC edit situation, we can use this function. If you're ever curious as to what materials are in a schematic, you can view all the materials here. That way you don't ever just go into it blindly. Now we're going to go ahead and run the printer, and it won't automatically craft blocks for you. So you're going to have to keep an eye on things. With those blocks being slightly blue colored and red, red always denotes that, it's a different block than what should be there according to the schematic. Blue block means it's just air, nothing's been placed there yet, it's just generally showing you what should go there. And of course, you'll figure out the quirks of the application, like stairs tend to be a little bit of a pain in the butt. Sometimes you'll have to face the opposite direction to get them to put down. I don't know why that is, unless it's just part of the mod not acting right, or not wanting to line up. Used to it not be that way, it would just replace them anyway, but since this update in Minecraft, it's been kind of twitchy. there you have it. Your schematic is now printed into the game. Something to remember is to always turn off the printer whenever you're done with it. You can teleport away and leave it on, and it sometimes will slow you down pretty majorly. It'll lag your computer out, and it'll do the same with schematics occasionally. Um, I have learned the hard way. It always helps to pull up this menu, which is your minus key on your number pad, and either unload the schematic or just hide it, which you can swap that out and always show it again later. But that's just a quick basic premise of using it. And like I say, it can be relatively decent, and it's definitely good if you're a creative player and you build a lot of things, and then you want to bring those things into Vox. You know, a lot of players were using Schematica before, they just weren't using the printer function. And of course, remember, right now the print function, Zombies cleared it only for financiers and investors. So if you have a lower rank, don't use it. But that doesn't mean you can't use the app. You can still use the app to show schematics and guide yourself and manually build them. Uh, for those of you that have seen my base, that thing has been built by hand, but I've used Schematica to guide myself into it because of its size. So think of that, and think of different ways you can use the program and enjoy it and have fun, because that's what we want you to do. That's one reason why Zombie's saying, hey, it's okay to do this. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and close this out and whip this video together. I'm sorry it's a terrible video. I wasn't exactly ready to make this tonight, but I had promised this yesterday, so here we go. Good luck and have fun.